In this video, you'll see a tutor and learner use sentence combining as part of the revision process. Sentence combining is a powerful strategy to help learners write longer, more complex sentences. Use this strategy as part of the revision process. Give learners lots of opportunities to practice. Have learners apply sentence combining to their own writing. Revision is one of the most important parts of the writing process. Revision helps the writer re-see their piece of writing and improve it.
Hey girl, hey.
Hey, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Not bad.
Okay, so writing, portfolio building, doing all kinds of things. So what's new?
I actually have a new piece of writing I would like to go over with you.
Okay. Is there a particular theme or is there concern?
Actually, I think it looks pretty good, but
Okay.
I would like to see if you could proofread it for me.
Sure. I like going to the beach. It is relaxing there. The sand is warm on my feet. It's rough, too. Sometimes the sand is very hot. I walk carefully when the sand is hot. I sit on a beach chair. I don't sit on a blanket. There is always a breeze at the beach. I like to feel the breeze on my face. I like to watch the waves. The waves relax me. They have a nice rhythm. I could sit on the beach for a long time. I like watching the ocean. It is my favorite place. You know, I like this because the beach is one of my favorite places too. And I like the imagery, the sensory details that you provide, because you're talking about the roughness of the sand, how hot the sand is, feeling the breeze on your face, and how you feel. It relaxes me. So you've got good feeling, good emotions, sensory details, and you have a beginning, a middle, and an end. You say, I like going to the beach, and then you conclude it by saying, it's my favorite place. However, there are some things you can work on.
You're right. When I was listening to you, it sounded choppier than the water in my paper.
How about that? Yes, it was a little choppy. Yes, it was a little choppy. And one way that we can fix that is by sentence combining.
Okay.
Now, what does sentence combining sound like to you?
Sounds kind of like compound sentences.
Compound sentences, that's a good way to describe it, is putting like information together so that it's smoother. So when you're talking about the beach and the details that you give about the beach, you don't have to say the beach over and over again. You can include it in one sentence and use commas, conjunctions, and other transitional words to blend two choppier sentences together. So I was working with someone just a little earlier, and I happen to have some material. Like, let's look at this. Dan has a dog. His dog is big and brown. It likes to chase cars. All of this is about what?
Dan's dog.
Dan's dog. All three sentences are about Dan's dog. So you can combine sentences to make them more fluent by using conjunctions, commas, and other transitional words. Okay, so what I'm going to do is cut out these sentences for you. And that way you can rearrange them in ways that make sense and combine like information.
Okay.
And what I like about this is that you don't lose anything. You can manipulate it. This is better than the whole cut and paste on your computer, because you can cut, move them around so it makes sense. Read the sentences.
Dan has a dog. His dog is big and brown. It likes to chase cats.
Okay. Now, Which part of the sentence, or which of these sentences speaks more about the dog?
The second one.
The second one is good because we see dog is and there's dog. So one way that we can combine the sentences is
Dan's dog is big and brown.
Dan has, yes, his dog is big and brown. Or Dan has a, and then we could slide it. Hey, let's cut dog out. Dan has a big and brown dog. We could take out the and say, and this is where we would use a place where you could use a and. You can also use a comma. So now put it together.
Okay.
Dan has a big, comma, brown dog. And we've combined the sentence. What about this part? Can we add that part?
Yes.
We can add some words like and, but. And let's talk about and. And is a conjunction that we would use to include and agree. But is a conjunction that we would use to show the opposite. Are we going to talk about the opposite, or are we going to agree?
We're going to agree.
We're going to agree. So Dan has a big brown dog.
And likes to chase cats.
We can replace it with another pronoun, like which, or that. So Dan has a big brown dog
that likes to chase cats.
Now we've taken 3 sentences and combined them into
one
strong sentence.
Awesome.
So the next thing we're going to do is let you do the next one. So read those sentence strips.
We wanted to walk to the store. It started to rain. We didn't walk to the store.
Okay, so cut it out. So what I want you to do is to arrange the sentences so that to combine them, because moving them around, and if we include more ways of getting the information into us by seeing, hearing, and by doing, then it helps people to learn better. So I would like for you to move these around and arrange them in a way that combines all that information into one strong sentence.
Okay.
Now, what words are you choosing?
We wanted to walk to the store, but it started to rain, so we didn't go.
Okay, so you chose but and so. But shows that we were doing one thing, But now we're going to do the opposite. So it's showing a contrast. And you connected the sentence by putting but and so. So let's read the whole thing together.
Okay.
And you want to cover up that. I see you trying to cover that one up. Let's cover it up so we. Oh, you want to add a word too, girl? Okay. Okay, so read it all together.
We wanted to walk to the store, but it started to rain, so we didn't go.
So, okay, that was a good way to rearrange that sentence. So now that you've done these examples, how do you feel about working on some of your own writing?
I feel more confident.
Good, good. So take a few minutes and revise and combine sentences. And what are you going to use when you combine your sentences?
The paper that I worked on before.
Yeah, or conjunctions,
Oh.
commas, and transition words.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, I'm finished. Could you look at it to make sure it looks better?
It looks better. You listen to see if it sounds better.
Okay.
I like going to the beach because it is so relaxing there. The sand is warm and rough on my feet. Sometimes the sand is very hot, so I have to walk carefully. I sit on a beach chair instead of a blanket. Sometimes I take the chair close to the water and let the waves splash over me. There is always a breeze at the beach, and I like to feel it on my face. I like to watch the waves. They have a nice rhythm that relaxes me. I could sit on the beach a long time just watching the ocean. It's my favorite place. What do you think?
Sounds so much better.
You are so right, it does. I like the way that you added conjunctions like and when you spoke about the sand is warm and rough on my feet. Warm and rough are excellent sensory words because you can almost feel the warmth and you can feel the roughness. The reader gets the idea of what that sand feels like, warm and rough. And I like even adding the part of how you had to walk carefully. And the other part that you added, which was so lovely, and again, it gave me, I could almost feel the breeze on my face, the way you described it. There was always a breeze, and I like to feel it on my face, and that I could picture that. So those are good combining words and imagery words. You explain why you like it. So beautiful job, beautiful job. Now, of course, there's more writing to do. And we can always make a good piece of writing, I can always make it better by combining sentences and using good descriptive details.
Thank you so much.
So, how did you like combining sentences?
I feel better about it. And now that this is clear, I'm ready to go to the beach.
Me too.
In this video, you just saw a tutor and learner use sentence combining to improve a piece of the learner's writing. Helps learners write longer and more complex sentences. Makes a piece of writing more interesting to read.